February 25th would have been my daughter's birthday. Or at least the day that I just recognized that what would have been her birthday. But Alice Sellers, the Wicked Witch of West Vancouver, screamed at me until I was literally blue in the face and had a miscarriage because I was pregnant at 17. And instead of understanding the truth about anything, she just blamed me for being a horrible child who ruined her life and was running away, trying to create her own family. Even if that was true, well, all that means is that you're trying to escape abuse, because that's what abused children do, is run away and try and create their own family. When the truth is that I was raped. But you can't tell Alice anything like that, because even though she's supposed to be your mother, she uses everything against you, and it would have been my fault. Your fault for getting involved with such a loser, or your fault for being around in the wrong place at the wrong time, or your fault for whatever reason she comes up with. Nothing is ever her being a kind and caring and compassionate mother, because it's not something she's ever capable of. All she can do is scream and yell at you and blame you for everything and tell you how you're a stupid loser who ruined her life. And that's all she says every day of her life, how she hates kids and wishes she never had them. She already murdered one child of mine, and now she's even worse, slowly murdering my son. 'Cause she's a soul-crushing evil witch. I wish she had just killed him, because then he'd be safe in heaven. Instead, she's used her money and power to get her claws into him, and now she's abusing him and lying to him and calling him all the names that me and Tina were called growing up. For some reason, Tina lives in denial. Ever since we were little kids, she's always been told that she gets all the money. And whenever Alice says she's leaving and getting a divorce and gonna run away somewhere, she'd always say she's gonna take Tina and leave me behind. These are the horrible things that she says, and then she's supposed to be a mother. And now she has my son. And for 3.5 years, she's kept him hostage because she has money and lives in West Vancouver. And my son has not seen or heard from anybody he's ever known in his entire life for 3.5 years, because she won't let him talk to or see anybody he's ever known, because she doesn't want them to tell him the truth. Because he said he didn't want to go with her because she's a bad person and she hurt his mom. And a social worker told him that wasn't true. They even documented this conversation. I don't know what gives them the right to invalidate my entire childhood and lie to my child and tell him that these monsters are safe people to be with. But now he's been convinced to hate me and everybody he's ever known. I didn't get to see and hug my child for 3.5 years. I don't get to see him or hug him or kiss him or tell him the truth. And nobody who knows the truth is standing up to get him safe, and the people that have tried to get him safe just end up getting fired. This is the kind of world we live in. When you try and save a child's life, you lose your job. So other people are just staying quiet. My child's life has a price on his head. My daughter was already murdered by Alice. She screamed at me for hours and hours until my lips turned blue, and then she accused me of being a drug addict and trying to kill the baby myself. And then I ended up in the hospital in surgery because I was miscarrying the baby.